Hello, everybody, and this is Conformity Antidote. Now, before we get to our video, before we bust some science out on
you. Bust up some hits.
Hits?
Or something like that.
Some of these hits. So what we need you to do, so we can keep bringing this to you, is we're going to need a little something over here.
I'm like, push me. Well, if you were looking at your YouTube screen, I would be over, I think, where the like button is. So
yes.
Push on me.
Push my hands. Thumbs up over there.
Yeah.
Push it. And also, we're going to need you to hit the subscribe button over here.
Let me ask you this. What happens if they do the, which I don't think they're going to do.
Well, you know what?
Thumbs
Bad
down.
publicity is publicity.
Yeah, publicity's publicity. Good or bad. Just push something. My God, push something, man.
Right. So, like, subscribe, hit them both, and now on with the show.
On with the show.
Get some.
Roll.
Conformity Antidote. Run, little snowflakes. Run.
And welcome back to Conformity Antidote, and we are your gurus of spiritual enlightenment. And I am Cuz.
Namaste. And I'm Tex C. Welcome.
Yes, welcome.
Welcome back. All right, am I supposed to say namaste at the beginning, end, or does it really matter?
I don't think it matters.
I think it matters.
It's probably like aloha, which is coming and going.
Aloha, exactly. We'll have to ask when we start doing yoga again at the beginning of the year.
Yes.
We'll ask our yoga gurus.
Hopefully my back's old.
You back better be, old goat. Sorry.
It's had a lot of
issues
and damage. So, well, welcome back.
Yes. We digress. Welcome back
to YouTube video number
2. Episode 34, I believe.
Yes.
That's
episode
correct.
34. And I don't know. It's exciting. We went. So the brick wall gave us a little bit of problems. So we had the contractors come back in, rip out the brick, and put in stone.
Yes, stone from like Stonehenge, which we're gonna get to that here in a little bit.
Yes, we are. Yes. So, of course, you guys know what this is. But anyway, so I want to thank Janie from Joanne Fabrics, because I went in to get some more fabric for our green screen, and I walked in and didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I was standing there. I was the only one that was standing there without any fabric.
You probably had all these ladies and their hair in curlers and stuff like that, looking at you like,
yeah, they were looking at me, and it was like, and I was like, and I got up to the desk, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. She goes, no kidding.
You know what? To freak those women out, I would have been like, I'm looking for something that will accentuate my hips. I'm making a little dress.
Well, the one dude that was behind the counter, he would have him.
Oh, I'll take it. I'll take him.
I got him.
But come here, honey.
But Janie from Joanne Fabrics, she was great. It's Joanne Fabrics in Frederick, Maryland. She was awesome. She helped me out, and she even saved me a bunch of money with some coupons.
Yes, very good. Thank you, Janie.
Janie,
thank you.
All right.
Love Joanne Fabrics. They've been around for like ever. Since we were like kids, Joanne Fabrics has been around. So good. And that's why, because of their brilliant customer service. That's all it's all about.
It is.
Customer service.
It is.
And we'll be back.
Yes, we will.
For some more fabric.
If our wall falls down again, we're going to have to get some more.
Don't say that. Our wall won't fall down. We got a lovely set of bricks right here, so they'll be fine. Be fine.
Yes. All right. So I think after that little announcement, we're ready
Well, you're going to make your about our departure. Are you going to do that now, or are you going to wait? But a lady, a engineer.
Jeez. Yes. My bad. Ooh, that is bad. So, so we have some sad news. It's bittersweet news, but our producer Jackie has left us
after one episode.
But the reason that is we knew this was coming, so she went with her husband, and he was applying for a job out in Arizona.
Yeah.
And so they were waiting for that to come through, and it did. We just wasn't expecting it to come this quick, but it did, and it's Godspeed to her and her family. So she's back, getting stuff packed and ready because they got to move pretty quickly. But we're gonna miss Jackie.
Yes, we'll miss Jackie. And one of the things I want to bring up just really quick before we move into current events is, I guess it was kind of brought up, some people got a little upset, some things I said last podcast regarding Jackie. I just want to point out to our audience, our listening and viewing audience, that I've known Jackie for quite some time, and I would never have said anything that Jackie wouldn't have said back to me. I mean, we have a very good banter back and forth, and trust me, if she didn't like something I said, she would have come across the table and slapped me upside the head. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, she could probably drink me under the table. I'm actually afraid of her.
And plus, she's got a pretty bad mouth on her.
Yes, she does, and some tattoos, which I love.
What's wrong with tattoos?
I know I like tattoos. Oh. But she's But anyway, so just to let people know, I would never say anything. If we bring somebody off the street or whatever, I'll never say anything like that to somebody I don't know, unless I really don't like them. Which I'd like her. Yeah. I like most people.
If we didn't like her, we wouldn't have hired her.
Exactly. So if it came across that I was kind of talking bad about her or whatever, I apologize. But Jackie and I knew what was going on. We had that eye contact with the last podcast going on, so we were cool with it. And it was really sad to see her go. She really did. She really busted a butt to get our show up and running last week.
Busted our balls.
Yeah, and basically she got us set up for this week. Mm-hmm. For the most part, she's got us set up, so we're gonna miss her.
Yep. And that's just the relationship we have with her.
Yes.
We go back and forth, and
we've known each other for what, decades?
She calls us jackasses.
Oh yeah.
And whatever, but
yes. As a matter of fact, she probably, I think later that night she threw something at me or something.
Probably.
Which that's not surprising. Many women throw things at me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and a couple men.
And yes, that's true too.
But so
that's it. Good. Then that's all we're going to say about that.
Love you,
Jackie.
Godspeed.
We're going to miss you, and we are on the lookout for our next. We're looking for another engineer, so we're going to stick our hands in the fire or something like that. What's that? Or stoke the flame or fire. I don't know.
We're gonna do something.
We're gonna find somebody else. So The hunt is on.
So we need somebody to kind of produce the show. Look at some topics, kind of run things while we're going.
Keep Cousin I in line.
Yeah. So
anyway,
right.
That being said, good luck, Jackie. And
good
now, what are we ready for?
I don't know what they're ready for.
I don't know.
But I'm ready for current events.
Current events.
I don't know why that cracks me up every time.
The gong.
Gong.
Bong.
All right. So the first current event is the Kavanaugh confirmation hearing. I don't know if anybody's been watching this or they've seen clips of this. These freaking Democrats, they are a freaking joke and a circus. They're bringing up all kind of crap. And then you got Cory Booker, or Spartacus, I should call him.
Spartacus?
Yeah, because he was like, I'm going to release these documents, and I don't care what happens. This is going to be the closest to a Spartacus moment that I'm going to have in my career.
Okay.
They were already released, you dumbass. And he knew it. It's just it's a show. He's vying for 2020.
Well, yeah.
Which he's not. He's gonna get stomped. But anyway, it's a circus. They're not asking. Like, what was pissing me off about the whole thing is they weren't asking Brett Kavanaugh about precedents or this, that, and the other. They were asking about, like, stupid shit. Like, how would you rule in this? He's like, I'm a Supreme Court judge, or I'm vying to be a Supreme. I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to rule in a case when I haven't even seen the evidence. So I'm not going to say what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at the evidence. It's like, that's he didn't say it, but I'm like, that's the stupidest question I've ever heard. But again, when Sonia Sotomayor went through, none of this shit was going on, and she was seriously controversial in some of her decisions. But again, it's the left, and they keep bringing up like Roe versus Wade and this, that, and the other. Even if he had something against Roe versus Wade or wanted to rule about it, all that means, even if he did, and they voted for it, it would just go back to the states. That's all it means. But anyway. It was a circus. Cory Booker and Kamala Harris.
Kamala. Wasn't that a wrestler?
Yeah.
I was going to say Kamala.
Kamala.
See, I do know. That's old school wrestling. Real quick, though, before I put my 5 cents in this conversation.
And I'm going to give you some change.
I hear some crackling. Do you hear crackling? I hear crackling. I don't know what that's from. But anyway.
I don't...
Well, see, that's what we miss Jackie for. Jackie be able to like pick up on that and go. Burp, 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 burp.
I don't hear any crackling.
I know. Maybe it's me.
Do it?
My ears. I hear a little bit of crackling. But anyway, we'll continue on.
Oh,
I think
I just heard it.
I don't know what that is. Something's moving. I think that's not supposed to be moving. Everybody, be quiet for just a minute. Oh, I think that was it. You're a little static. Static cling.
I think we're good.
Okay, I think we're all right. Let's continue on. Of course, I would rather stick needles in my eyes than watch anything. Than watch that confirmation stuff. It's just one big show.
It is.
But I thought it was very. Two things that struck me about it. I thought it was comical and sad. The Code Pink was in there. They arrested 70 people for in there disrupting the whole thing. And the one thing that I usually think they're pretty funny. You hear it? I hear it.
I'm hearing it.
I usually think that Code Pink. I think it's just they're goofy. Oh, wait, mate. What was that? I hear it again and again. So anyway.
All right,
going back.
I think I know what it is. Keep talking.
I think they're funny in Ariadus myself, but the one thing that kind of bothered me was that he had his Kavanaugh had his 2 young daughters there, and it actually got to the point where they were saying and doing things that I think they had to escort the daughters out of
that is correct
the show. So that's come on, people. If it's one thing if it's just him, but he had his kids there. Now, whether or not his kids should have been there or not, I don't. That's neither here. That's up for debate. But they were there, and these lesbian Code Pink things, and they're yelling and screaming about things they don't know anything about.
Yes.
So enough about them. But I thought that was one thing. 2
jackasses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, see, and that was a new thing that Cuz had added to the equipment list was a blowhorn.
Yeah.
Which that's all he needs to do. I said something to him last week about blowing, and he immediately got a horn. I said blow the horn, not get a blowhorn.
Actually, this is called a bullhorn.
Bullhorn, whatever. I call it blowhorn. Where did I get that from?
Because you blow.
Okay. Well, that was a Freudian slip. So, anyhow,
out your blowhole. Anyway.
I thought that the whole thing though, the Democrat is coming back to bite the Democrats in the butt, and the reason why is
in the R's.
They've already said that Kavanaugh's going to get confirmed.
Oh, absolutely.
But the really left side of the Democratic Party, the ultra liberal left, got extremely. They were like really pounding the senators and stuff, saying, "Why didn't you pound them more on Roe versus Wade?" Because I guess, I didn't watch the crap, but I guess they only touched on it a couple times, but they were talking to him about other cases and basically left Roe versus Wade out of the picture. And the far left, the socialists or whatever, really jumped on, I think they jumped on Cory Booker, they jumped on Feinstein. They're like, you had the opportunity to sit there and ask questions and you didn't. So you see... everybody's picking on the Republican Party because of the fracture that's going on in the Republican Party. Well, guess what? It's happening on the left as well.
I'm still
You've got, I know, so am I.
It's really bugging me.
You've got the left side.
Keep going.
You've got the far left side of the Democratic Party that is really at odds with the moderate side of the Democratic Party. So it's crazy. It's craziness, but Kavanaugh, it's hard to believe, whether you like Trump, whether you hate Trump, whatever, that he's actually going to put in place 2 Supreme Court justices. That's crazy.
Possibly 3 if
she ain't going nowhere.
Rip Van Winkle Ginsburg.
She ain't going anywhere. She's going to be there till she's like 200 years old. Actually, I think she's dead. She's just got animatronics.
Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah.
Well, they keep talking about how she's, still there. And it's like, man, she's asleep in every freaking thing. It's like, what are you talking about?
I still hear, though.
I do, too.
I'll tell you what. How about if we pause the show for just a second?
Yeah.
And we're going to pause. We're going to see if we can figure out what's going on. So we'll be right back.
Right. Let's go on to our next current event, which is near and dear to our hearts.
Yes.
And that is the co-creators of the movie Spinal Tap.
Yes.
And apparently, I'll just lay out the issue and then we'll talk about the actual guys. So the co-creators of Spinal Tap have just gotten approved. Oh, I can see my mono today. Oh, there we go. So they just got approval from a judge to pursue a fraud case against Vivendi. Is it Vivendi? Vivendi, which is the media company now that owns the rights to Spinal Tap. The movie, royalties, and
merchandising, albums and merchandising and stuff.
Merchandising. So So the co-creators are suing for $400 million. Yeah, that's 400 large. And their claims is the fact that Vivendi is not distributing the royalties out adequately for what they're actually pulling in or getting from all the royalties and merchandising and everything else. So the co-creators are Rob Reiner is the director, which is this is one of the ones he actually did that was worth a crap. That and Princess Bride. His other stuff is crap. But
I like Stand By Me.
But I do like Spinal Tap. Yeah, we know it's stupid.
Spinal Tap.
And so Spinal Tap's good. So it's him,
Michael McKean, Harry Shearer,
and Christopher Guest. Who's still married to
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Who's
coming up in the new Halloween film next month. I can't wait to see it. She looks a little ragged in the pictures, but that's still...
She's still going to look good to me.
You got that right.
So they're suing because they've... I think they've gotten... What they consider they've gotten like less than 10% of the royalties that they're supposed to be getting. So they're like, where the hell is the rest of all the damn money?
No, I know where you know where the money.
Well, I know that, but that was what they're saying. That's what they're asking Vivendi. Where's our damn money?
Right.
You rat bastards.
You know what? What was that?
That is supposed to be the alarm for whenever you drop an F-bomb.
I didn't drop an F-bomb. Oh, good. No wonder we're hearing things in our ears.
Jackass. Yeah.
See? It wasn't even on.
Turned off.
See?
Jackass.
Smart.
Yeah.
That's the last thing he needs.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Anyway,
so
I know what they want to spend the money on.
What?
They went and going to get piece of Stonehenge for little people.
The 42-inch one?
Yeah. And where are they now? The little people of Stonehenge. And what would they be doing if they were here with us tonight? I love that movie.
It is. It's
Sex Farm. Sex Farm woman. I'll be your hired hand. Sex Farm. Oh, Big Bottom.
Big Bottoms.
Talk about bum cakes. My girl's got 'em. Big Bottom drive me out of my mind. How can I leave this behind? You
all right?
Yeah, I love that. I love that movie.
Talk about mud flaps. My girl's got 'em.
Oof.
Oh, you're all right.
Little woof. little hiccup. I better not get the hiccups again.
You better not.
Hiccups. I'm going to take this bullhorn here. Speaking of which,
yes.
I'm going to go ahead and mention it now because I said that. Rest in peace. We lost Burt Reynolds a couple days ago.
No. What does that have to do with Spinal Tap?
I know, but I'm just saying. I was going to say, take this rosary bleeds. I'm going to take this bullhorn and shove it up your nose.
This horn?
And that's from Cannonball.
This horn?
Yes, that horn.
This bloody horn?
That bloody horn right there.
Up my arse.
Up your arse. Ooh, I said nose. You said arse.
Oh,
I know it. Hello. Another little Freudian slip from Cuz.
Slip. My bad.
But we love Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap.
I love Burt Reynolds too, but we love Spinal Tap.
Yes.
And I love the scene where she's handing out his was it Nigel? No, who was what was Michael McKean's character? You had Nigel
St.
Tufnell.
Hubbins.
David St. Hubbins.
David St. Hubbins.
And his girlfriend shows up, and she wants to do the Zodiac. And he's like handing this stuff. Is this a joke? Is this a joke? Is this a fucking... Oh. Is this a joke? Oh, it's not a joke. You do the best with Harry Shearer.
Harry Shearer is like, well, we could... And she goes, oh, he's like, what is this some kind of a bug? She goes, no, it's a crab. He's
it's
like,
a crab face.
We could do some kind of a pincha thing, or
I love that movie. So I hope they get it. How many times have these big companies, kept things from the actors and stuff and the artists that deserve it? So, I mean, I know they got a lot of money anyway, but they have a right to get what's coming to them.
Yeah, what's deserved is what's deserved.
Exactly. So,
I mean, because it wasn't obviously the company who wrote the thing and everything. So yeah.
Right. So anyway, good for them.
Good for them.
Go for it, guys. For $400 million.
400. Now, we don't expect them to get the $400 million, but it's a starting point, and obviously they're going to have to
You always start big.
Jab them down a little bit. But
you always start big when you do those lawsuits, and then you end up working down.
They'll probably settle for like $4,000.
$4,000. Okay,
$4,000 and some Spinal Tap action figures.
Here. Oh,
okay.
I was doing like the judge gavel. I need to have my gavel.
You can move that over there. You can move that over there if you want. Your thing.
My gong. I like having the gong in the center.
Oh, the centerpiece.
Yeah, the centerpiece of the whole thing, like the whole table. Rapio. It's like a rapio work thing. That's mine. Anyway, let's move on. We're rambling.
You are rambling, but that's fine.
We got football to watch.
Hey, don't rush.
I'm not rushing nothing.
You're rushing.
Russian. Geddy Lee.
I said Russian.
Oh, you said don't rush. I said Geddy Lee. Oh. Then you said Russian. Speaking of Russians, let's see. Stay tuned, comrades. We must check. Get into computer system to infiltrate the capitalistic U.S. election systems. Boris, Nastasia, your job is to get moose and squirrel. I mean...
Sorry. So finally, we had a case where you could actually use the right voice.
I know. Isn't that something?
Hey, Tex, do some Indian. Oh, this guy's moose and squirt. Hey,
how about doing your Australian?
Tex, do some French. Oh, we must get moose and squirt.
Yeah, and you know what? You know why? Because the Russians are infiltrating every country. It don't matter. They're coming to here to the United States, China, France, England. They're everywhere. Ruskies. And that's exactly what they wanted. And that's what the Chinese... Oh, excuse me a minute. I knocked my loop. I locked my cord off. That's exactly what the Chinese are doing, too. I'm telling you right now.
Yes.
It's not a coincidence that there's a Chinese restaurant about every freaking block in America. Well, they're waiting for the word.
Well, that's because the rednecks love Kung Pao.
They do. And Kung Pao Roo.
No, that's up for the uppities.
Oh, that is to get the uppities. That's expensive.
That's over in the Hamptons.
Yeah,
they do.
Oh my! I do love the taste of that sweet and sour roux.
I just don't like all those dirty people bringing it. We need to ask Jeeves to go get it. I don't like them on the premises.
Yes, madam. I'll make sure I get them removed immediately. You goat. Oh, I say, honey. Now see, I got that South thing going on.
Where's my mint julep? Where's my mint julep to go along with my moo sugar pan?
You know what? We laugh. But I'm telling you, all they're waiting is for the word to come out of Beijing. Xing Shengpao or whoever's in charge over there is going to be like, now, do now. And they're going to flip the switch. And everybody that was working in those Chinese restaurants, that's it. It's going to infiltrate the U.S.
Well, they're going to put drugs in all the food, and then we'll all be dead because we all eat Chinese food.
But I will say this.
But it's hard to do it in the lo mein.
Yes, it is hard to do it. But I will say this. Okay, for those of you that remember, I can't stand the movies, but I did watch them. What was that? About the invasion with the teenagers.
Red Dawn?
Yeah, Red Dawn. Both. Okay, the original version of Red Dawn was back in the Cold War, so it was with the Russians coming in and invading the United States. Well, the new remake, Red Dawn, was the Chinese. So I've sat there and thought to myself, it's like, what would I rather be invaded by? Russia or China? I'd have to go with China. They got good food.
Oh, yeah. Food be better.
But the Russians we'd never run out of vodka. That's what I'd say. Or borscht. Here I got some Smirnoff. I actually like Stolichnaya, but Smirnoff is cheaper. And Ted Danson drinks it. I got some Smirnoff vodka and some borscht. Okay, but I'd rather have some Kung Pao.
I like maybe some vodka, yeah.
Well, huh?
So I was doing the Indian.
Hey, Gandhi.
Since you do Russia for everything, I was doing Indian for Russia.
We have a tendency to get our languages kind of get all screwed up.
Yes, I would like to do it in vodka, yes.
Yes.
Okay, now that was just like Swedish.
Yeah. Okay, to our friends in Germany, if anybody from Germany is watching or listening for that matter, I am taking Germany in college, so stay tuned. Before too long, I'm going to dazzle you with my German. I don't want to do it right now because it sounds like cheesy. It sounds like somebody trying to speak English. Hello, Joe. What you know? That'd be like what I'd try and sound like in German, and I don't want.
He does that with English too.
I know. I do that in English. Except for the more I drink.
He speaks English like everybody's old and deaf. How are you doing today?
I do have a tendency to do that, especially in public too.
Yeah, especially if we go to a restaurant and he's ordering food. So let's say he wants a steak and baked potato. Yes. I would like a steak and baked potato with sour cream. Thank you. Jackass. Oh, look, you turned it off. Jackass. Yeah.
But if you would only know, I mean,
you could just.
I want to make sure that the person who's taking our order.
Can I get a steak, medium rare?
No,
with baked potato and sour cream.
You've given me a complex. You know what I'm going to do next time? I'm going to be like the low talker on Seinfeld. They'll be like, "Excuse me, sir, what would you like to have?" Well, I'd like to have.
You could be Paul on the Country Bear, or what is it?
Oh, Paul on the Hillbilly Bears.
Hillbilly Bears.
What was that, Paul? I think he said he wants to have the spare ribs barbecue, baked potato, and a baked potato with everything on her. Loaded, or him.
Who? Her,
him. I don't know. Depends on what your sex
what kind
or
of baked
potato
are
is.
you eating?
As long as it doesn't have sprouts.
Mine cooked too long because it's split.
My spuds. I said sprouts. As long as it doesn't get spuds with the little growths that start coming out of them.
You know what? If that's the case, she needs to go to the hospital quick.
Hey, this thing needs some penicillin. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We were talking. Okay, let's go back on.
How do we get to?
I know we were on Spinal Tap, and then you
remember they did have the herpes sword that moved
every time. Fran Drescher, they were at that party, and they're telling a Fran Drescher, guys, I just wanted to let you know that Kmart and Sears will refuse to sell your album because the album cover. What's wrong with the album cover? You have a woman on all fours with a chain with a chain wrapped around her neck and a black glove shoved in her face. It's very sexist.
Well, what's wrong? Well, I think they first said, that's the name.
Smell the glove.
Smell the glove.
But it's very sexist.
Well, what's wrong with being sexy? We're all being sexy time to time. It's
not sexy, sexist. And could you explain it to him? And then they have these big, like, herpes sores
and it
all over
moves
their
every
mouth.
frame.
I know. It's classic. I love it.
It's awesome.
All right. So we digressed. So let's move on.
Yes.
Let's talk about this asshole.
This colossal failure.
Yeah.
Jackass. Yeah.
Okay. Can I time out real quick?
Yes.
So where does that come from? Yeah.
Okay.
The jackass.
I stole it.
Who'd you steal it from?
I stole it from.
You didn't steal it. You borrowed it.
Okay, I borrowed it.
You borrowed it.
I borrowed it from Eli Drake.
Okay.
He's a wrestler.
Oh, okay. So his wrestling. I don't watch.
So his thing is dummy. So he has this button like on the desk. So he's giving like an interview or does something. He's like, okay, let me talk about the top 5 dummies in Impact Wrestling, and it'll say say number 5, and it'll say the TNA audience. It'll hit the button, and it'll say Jackass, yeah, and he'll go, yeah.
Okay. All right.
And he'll go. He goes, when I say Jackass, you say, or when I say dummy, you say yeah, dummy, yeah, dummy. He's like, shut up, y'all. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to me.
Okay.
If you see the whole thing, it's hilarious. I laugh my ass off. Which, oh, by the way, for a little trivia for you here, Eli Drake, who's actually my favorite wrestler in TNA, he's awesome, is from Hagerstown, Maryland.
No way.
Yes, sir.
No way.
Yep, Hagerstown. He
That's
actually
crazy.
has a shirt.
He's a local boy.
He has the shirt that says Eli Drake. I forget something, and it says
Hagerstown.
It says Maryland Club, and right here it says Hubtown.
Hubtown.
Yep.
That's the hubs. Actually, it's Hub City.
Hub City, or maybe it says Hub City.
Hub City.
Yeah, Hub City. which is H-Town.
Yeah.
Hagerstown. That's where he's from.
It's not saying a whole lot. I prefer Frederick. For those of you around here, I prefer Frederick to Hagerstown. They're not there. Downtown Frederick is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. It's like a little scene right out of It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes.
But you go to downtown Hagerstown and it's like a scene out of
Trailer Park
Massacre. Stop it. That's coming up. Trailer Park Hookers.
Oh.
You're leading ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know we were talking about your girlfriend.
Oh! Stop. You had to bring that up, didn't you?
Trailer Park. Yeah. All right.
I thought you were going to do hookers.
Hookers, yeah. Nice.
All right. So let's move on to this.
Speaking of hookers.
Yeah, speaking of hookers.
Let's go to
Chicago.
At least the present mayor of Chicago, Rahm Emanuel.
Emanuel goes to Africa. Emanuel in Bangkok.
Or easy.
That kind of I'm dating myself.
Yeah, Emanuel and what's her name? Ilsa the She-Wolf of the
SS. Was that? No, it was a Sybil Danning. But I'm trying to think. There was that same woman.
Yeah, it was Sybil Danning.
No, there was the same woman that played like Emanuel in like most of those movies. I can't remember. Sylvia Christel. That's her name. Sylvia. Don't ask me how I know that. That's old school stuff.
She was good in She-Wolf.
Yes.
All right.
She-Wolf.
All right. Rahm Emanuel, who has decided on his own for the betterment of his career. Yeah. He's decided not to seek a third term.
Oh, no, that's a shame.
That is a shame. They're going to miss Rahm Emanuel in the excellent job he has done for the great city of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Great city of Chicago.
Yes. Oh, here we go.
Shithole. Yeah. All right. It is a shithole. I understand there's nice people. I understand there's nice restaurants. The bulk of it, it's a shithole. I mean, let's be honest.
Like Baltimore.
Oh.
And yes. I'll put that out there. But anyway.
Put it out there. And why do we say that? Well, here's just a few statistics.
Oh, well, I thought you were going to do his quote.
I was going to do that after.
Okay, go ahead.
Because it makes sense.
You're right.
Because you hear what a wonderful job he's done, and then you can say, oh, here's my effort.
Right.
So, Chicago, since Rahm Emanuel has taken office, the city of Chicago has had 19,000 shootings, 4,000 murders, and total, and the overall violent crime has gone up 47% since he's taken office. And so Rahm Emanuel, he's like, for the last 7.5 years, I've given my all every day and left everything on the field.
Hike. What are you playing? Football? I left everything on the field.
I left everything on the field.
I left it all on the playing field.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, maybe you need to go to the field with old Kaepernick and take a knee.
Oh, here we go.
Jackass. Yeah. All right. Let me turn it off.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh. Knocked my gong off. You know what? The only thing that Rahm Emanuel did, I'm surprised he didn't take credit for this, by the way, is the Chicago Cubs won a World Series while he was mayor. That's it. And he didn't even do that. That was the players.
He single-handedly did that. What are you talking about?
That is the worst. I am sorry, but they had that one weekend where, like, I don't know, there was like
100 people got shot.
100 people got shot. I'm like,
one weekend.
We don't even hear about that in D.C. or Baltimore combined. That's crazy. And what are you doing? Okay, what are you doing as mayor? And basically, from what I understand, the police department that they don't even want to do anything because his policies are so effed up. The police don't even want to work for the police department anymore because, everybody's got, for supposedly a city where handguns are banned or guns are barred and banned and all this other stuff. Boy, there's certainly a lot of people with guns in that place.
Isn't there?
I know. How's that? That's amazing.
Where's all the guns coming from? When do you get the guns off the streets? Okay, well you did,
right?
With all the law-abiding citizens,
right? But I'm scared of going down. Right. I'm scared to get it from the drug dealers because they're scary.
But where did the 19,000 shootings come from?
Right. Exactly.
What were they using? Straw and some wads of paper?
Yeah, or spit. Yeah, or a little potato gun.
Yeah. Nerf gun. What were they using? Stupid asses.
Yeah, or were these passersby? Oh, these people weren't from Chicago.
Yeah,
they were just driving by. Oh, okay.
They got people fighting about. Excuse me.
Well.
Ooh, that was almost a barf. But they have people fighting over freaking blocks.
Right.
I live in this block. You live just a block away. My block's better than your block, and we're going to shoot each other over it. It's the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Right. It is dumb. And
that's what, unfortunately, that's what was that in Chicago where the poor little girl got shot? Or was that in D.C.?
That's D.C.
Oh, same thing.
That's D.C. I know.
But it's the same thing. In Chicago, D.C.'s the same thing. Guns are outlawed. They got people shooting. Little girl got shot.
The one thing I will say, now this is
ridiculous.
This is the one thing I will say, and I'm going to kind of stick up a little bit for D.C., just a little bit.
Not around me, you're not.
Is the fact that when they had their, what was it, a couple years ago, they had that, I mean, they were like shootings after shootings, and there was like a murder a day, it seemed like almost. They were like
they were the murder capital of the world for a while.
They finally stepped up and said, you know what, we're done. And they called this what they called it, like an all hands on deck or whatever. And basically all the police officers were working 12-hour shifts, and they had to and immediately went out on these patrols and walking patrols or whatever. And it was amazing how quick the crime rate dropped. I look at what Rudy Giuliani did in New York City.
Yeah, that was huge.
He did basically the same thing. It's like crime was just getting crazy in New York City. He got up in there. He's like, you know what? I'm done. He basically sent all the cops out there, had them do foot patrols, had them do riding patrols in in shitty neighborhoods and stuff like that. It's amazing the crime level dropped in New York City, and it's like, what are you doing in Chicago? You're doing absolutely nothing.
Right.
Your police department is reactive instead of being proactive, and it seems like you all like that because the police department you have this idea that every police officer is a racist and wants to shoot people. And it's like, no, a very small percentage of police officers are racist.
But the cops in Chicago had their hands tied.
Right.
Because Rahm Emanuel was like, back off. Don't like, well, how are we supposed to police?
Exactly.
If you keep pulling us back and we can't even enforce the law, everybody's just going to be like, I'll do it all I want.
Yeah, so that's...
And D.C., by the way, the crime didn't go down until they erected that statue of Marion Barry.
Oh.
That's what got them straight.
Where's that bitch with my crack?
Bitch set me up.
Bitch set me up.
That's hilarious.
I love it.
Crackhead.
So maybe Chicago erect a statue to Rahm Emanuel.
Oh, he's such a piece of crap.
Because don't you know he was the man that was single-handedly responsible for getting Obama elected into the White House. But he couldn't run a bloody city. You're a piece of crap.
He is a piece of crap. And he keeps, we need to get off this, but one of the big things every time that there was some kind of shooting tragedy that wasn't in his city, which probably half of them were,
right? But
the ones that were not in his city, he was one of the first ones to come out and talk about gun control.
Right.
Meanwhile, like with the remember the Colorado shooter in the theater?
The Aurora shooting.
He came out about that crap and about Parkland and this and the other, said gun control. Meanwhile, your city has the highest crime rate in the freaking world. 100 people shot in one weekend.
Right.
It's like, no. Why don't you turn around and look at your own shit?
No, but don't look at. But see, that's just like everybody else. Don't look at me. Don't look at me in my city. Let me deflect and turn the light on everybody else. That way, you won't pay any attention to what I'm doing. And I hate to say it, in today's society, with all the sheeple that we have running around out there, it works because they'll be like, "Oh yeah, he's right. Oh yeah, look it over there." Yeah, it's like a hat. It's like what you do to a cat on the wall. You have a little light and little kitty, and you're like, "Oh, look over here. Oh no, look over here." And the kitty's like, "Meow." Ringer.
But you got
people are the same way.
You got the same people. You got like Nancy Pelosi. She's always against gun control and everything. But look at her freaking.
Oh, she's too busy.
City and her district. It's a shithole.
I know, literally.
You got.
How do we do that at the same time?
I don't know. You got Kamala Harris. Kamala. Then you look at her district's a piece of crap.
I know.
It's like you people are pieces of shit. Rahm Emanuel, same thing. Pick it out. Look at Chicago.
I'm going to tell
crime.
you,
It's like, shut up.
and we'll say that we got to move on.
Rat bastards.
But how long is it going to take? How long is it going to take for people to realize that they're being? And I could give a flying rat's ass what your political affiliation is, but they keep putting people in.
Is the rat? Is the rat with the ass?
Basically.
Or is it just the ass?
Rat or ass?
Is this a flying rat's asshole?
Oh, the flying rat's asshole. Sounds like a circus. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we have the flying rat's ass.
We have Stuart Little, the flying rat's What is it, a Mexican? Oh, that's what's his name?
What?
Slowpoke. Remember Slowpoke Rodriguez?
Rodriguez from Speedy Gonzalez.
Oh,
senores.
Oh, you better help him. No, Slowpoke. He's safe. Why? Slowpoke, carry your gun. Oh, you know what? You couldn't do that nowadays.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Not politically correct.
Yes.
Not politically correct.
All right.
Anyway, let's move on.
Move on. I just want to do one thing really quickly here, and I want to talk about Trump's numbers.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is casino numbers?
We're gonna have
casino numbers.
No, stupid. You know what? We're going to have a discussion. We're going to have a political discussion on one of these shows.
Nope.
And you're going to have to come up with some of your stuff.
I will.
No, you will.
No,
not.
I don't like that.
You ain't got nothing.
I don't like politics.
What?
Politics is for the politics.
What? You sure as heck offer opinion.
I do offer opinions. You know what? You know
why?
What?
Opinions are like assholes.
Everybody's
got
one.
And they all stink.
Oh, exactly. But I have two. I have two.
Yeah, you got one there and one down there. Oh! All right.
All right, say what you got to say about Donald. This is your piece. Don't look at me like that.
All right. So here, I just want to give out the new growth numbers, which we haven't, the job growth number, which we have never done on this show.
I think we talked about it once before.
Well, we kind of like, yeah.
Now you have stats.
I got stats. And this is from ADP Payroll data. And if anybody knows ADP is one of these huge payroll companies that offer payroll services.
We used to have an A&P around here.
ADP.
Oh.
P.
I saw them at a grocery store. Never mind. Stop it. Don't.
D for dummy. All right, so job growth for last month. 217,000 new jobs added. 7.8% overall increase in wages. 3.9 unemployment rate. We have not seen 3.9 unemployment rate in like the last, what do they say, like 50, 60 years. Oh, one more thing.
Oh, no, that's not on the sheet.
I'm making it up.
Oh,
well, no, I'm not making it up.
See? You heard it here first. I'm making it up.
No, I'm not making it up. But Hispanic and black unemployment is the lowest it's ever been in the history of this country.
I know why. I'm not going to say it. Yes, I am. I'm going to say it for
why? Because Chicago shot them all?
No. Well, between that and Baltimore. But we're shipping off all the all the Hispanics are getting shipped back to Mexico. Get out. We're sending them all back. So obviously the unemployment rate just dropped. I know, it's terrible.
According to People Against ICE, we're shooting them all.
Well, I know. Well, they're stupid.
And if anything, just something really quick, if you want to see something, go on Twitter, look up Candace Owens, and she, Candace Owens does a tour of the ICE facility in Broward County, Florida. Yeah, go check that out. I'm talking, just real quick, I'm talking volleyball court, tennis court, basketball court, sorry.
Say tennis court.
Basketball court, barber, hairdressers, 24-hour doctor.
Okay.
They do shifts. Rooms in which they do have their kids in, which is bigger than, she said, nicer and bigger than any of her dorms that she ever stayed in. Well, best of everything.
Right.
But we're treating him badly.
Well, that's because there again, it's what you like to say, and I agree. It goes against the narrative that they want. They won't show that. They want to make it seem like we're sending them to our like real prisons, because American prisons are like the worst in the world.
Yep.
Next to South American prisons, you have like South American prisons, and then you have U.S. prisons. They're like a close second, but it doesn't. Like you said,
arts and crafts, cooking,
that way when they
course, Zumba classes.
Oh,
keep them in shape.
I like Zumba classes.
This is where your tax money's going for illegal aliens.
You don't even want to know what it's going for other things too.
Oh, I know.
Tax money's going for all kinds of goofy stuff.
It is. But anyway, I'll move on. But that's
he digresses.
I digress. But yeah, all these liberals that like to talk crap about how people are being treated, they have no effing clue.
The point is they're not being treated as badly as they would like you
as
to
badly.
think.
They're being treated like queen. There's freaking kids and families in this country that don't get half of that kind of treatment.
That's like that everywhere though.
And I would say veterans are even in that as well.
Yes, I agree with that. You are correct, sir. Yes, sir.
You're damn right, I'm correct.
Flatulations. What was that from?
That's
Ed McMahon, Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, it was Dana Carvey and Phil Hartman.
Yes, sir. That's correct, sir.
You are correct, sir. Flatulation, very funny, sir. All right,
funny. And before we move to our first topic, real quick, go Eagles. We got football, NFL football starting right now this weekend. As soon as we're done this podcast, we're going to go up and catch the Foreskins, losing to the Cardinals. And college football is off and running. Good start.
Why are we...
I like talking sports.
Why are we talking about the Eagles, though?
Huh? Because I'm telling you right now.
That was an ugly-ass game.
It was an ugly game, but I'm telling you.
But we won. We won. It's a W.
E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles. Oh.
Dumbass. Yeah.
So, I'm done with current events.
Oh, you're done all right.
And you will be.
And you will be.
Okay.
But since we're talking about sports real quick, Alabama 2-0.
So it's Penn State 2-0. So we'll see. We could be on a collision course.
You're more like a 1.5.
We could be on a
collision performances.
Course.
Anyway.
So anyway.
Yeah, you don't want to see us. You do not.
You know what it boils down to?
You do not want to see us.
You know what it boils down to, folks?
Punk ass.
You know what? But you know what it boils down to?
You don't want to see it.
Speak to this.
You do not want.
Look,
you do not want to play Alabama.
Football season's here, and we gotta love it. It's like the best time of the year is football.
And you also notice, speaking of football, and the jackass, which I'm not going to speak his name. You see, it's not on our agenda list because we're not even talking about that piece of shit. Shit.
I'm not gonna mention his name.
I didn't say his name.
Nope, we're not gonna mention his name.
I didn't say it.
No, I know you didn't.
Well, then
I'm just saying.
I just said we weren't mentioning his name.
I like the commercial, but they need somebody else to talk about it. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say about that.
The commercial is the same commercial they play every freaking year.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Believe and they play. It's the same freaking commercial.
But they need to have somebody else. I agree.
It's the same damn commercial they've had every year since they started to just do it.
Anyway, let's move on because we're actually they're doing what we want. We're talking about it. So.
Assholes. We didn't talk about him.
No. All
right.
Not him.
We're done with current events.
Yes, and him. So and her.
You did one.
I'm trying to get your goat.
Yeah,
oh, it's that sheep.
It's both. All right, so
there goes old Billy boy.
You stupid.
Remember that cartoon?
Yes, the wolf. He used to whistle that song.
And the goat was eating everything.
What you doing there, Billy boy? Well, look. Old Billy's back.
I'm sorry. Whew. I just had that cartoon just popped in my head with the goat. All right, we need to move on. Holy shit? What time are we? I
have no clue. Now? What does it say?
I can't read. I'm old and bented. I can't see.
I know we spent a crap load of time on current events.
Yes, we did. So, all right, but we got to talk about this thing.
Yeah, maybe we'll get 2 in.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna talk about Bridezillas, and this is like the Bridezilla of all. This is like Godzilla of the Bridezillas,
right?
King of the bitches. So a bride cancels her wedding and breaks up with her fiancé after friends and family refused to pay $60,000 for her wedding. 60 grand, 60 large
for a wedding. That she's probably going to get divorced. From this guy anyway in about a year or two.
She sounds like a redneck.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. So, yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
So she says, we managed to save up nearly $15,000 for a wedding. Since our love was like a fairy tale, we wanted an extravagant blowout wedding. One, our son could be included.
What?
She's already a whore.
Okay.
And so
now I love this next one here.
Yeah. A local psychic told us to go with the more expensive option. So we thought, why the hell not?
Oh.
The local. Okay, number 1, she wants her son in the wedding. Number 2.
What is this like? This sound, if she was still alive today, yes. I would say this sounds like Ann Nicole Smith all over again.
Oh, let me look into my crystal ball. You and your husband.
Who is she? Who was that psychic that was really famous? Always had those TV commercials.
That was
Miss. I forget her name.
Miss Chloe?
Yeah, Cleo.
Miss Cleo, you blood clot, you. But I see in my crystal ball, you two get married. We're not going to do the justice of the peace. We're going to do blowout like the Kardashians.
Yes.
Well, shoot, we only make $8.50 an hour. Oh, but you'll need this blowout wedding.
And I here is my card, my. The spirits are telling me that you need to spend a shitload of money and have a whole bunch of people to come over. You skank. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, skank.
She's a skank. Go ahead.
So she went and had an 17 paragraph outburst on Facebook.
One of those damn pages.
Yeah, and specially asked for cash gifts from her guests. We sacrificed so much and only asked for each guest. Okay, listen. We only asked. Oh, I'm like getting caught up. We only asked for each guest to give us around $1,500 apiece.
Oh, is that all?
Well, you know what there, Maribel?
Hey,
let me sell my truck to give you $1,500.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Hey, Fred, I'll tell you this right now. I'll pay $1,500. I better get a reach around.
I better get a little something from your wife because I know she don't have. I know there's a false teeth in there.
Wait, she blow all that money from pole dancing. See, they had pole dancing. Sack 2 weeks in a row.
Yep. But she had the. No, never mind.
You say it.
She probably did it when she still was pregnant, so she had that belly kept getting in the way. She fell. She kept falling off the pole.
And then she had. Then she gave birth to her son right there on the stage. Bear. What a trailer trash. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Ooh, is that your belly button? No, that's a bullet hole.
Here's my belly button.
Somebody went hunting outside the woods of our trailer, and they shot right through. So she goes on to say, so we sent out RSVPs. I'm surprised she actually spelled that.
I know.
And only 8 people replied and sent us the check. Oh, I tell you what, probably 8 of those people probably were parents.
Right.
And her cousins, which are her parents, and her daddy, and her sister, who was her mama. And
wow.
She goes, we are effing livid. How was this supposed to happen without a little help from our friends? Little help? You're wanting $1,500 a piece, right. You bitch. Oh, my God. So desperately, we resent our invites and asked people to donate what they could. You know what? I'm going to donate you an ass whooping. That's what I'm going to donate.
I get some rolled up pennies. I'm going to send her.
Right
upside the head.
When she's dancing. So she trips on all the coins.
All right. I want to say this. I would, while she was dancing, I remember there was a club. This was going back in time. And we had a stack of quarters. You had to bring a stack of quarters.
A week ago.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So you bring a stack of quarters. And you put the quarters, she's up there dancing, doing her thing.
Yes.
And you put the stack of quarters down. And she's like, ooh. And she sits there and like hovers over the quarters. And the next thing you know, the quarters disappear. And then it's like, okay, can I get some change for the jukebox? Well, sure, honey. Ding, 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 ding.
So that's when you put her arm down and she's like...
I made it. Ding, 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 ding,
wait
ding.
That's not a quarter.
Oh, honey, can you just go ahead and tuck that right back up?
Oh my God, that's my uterus. Ooh, that's one of my eggs.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
So,
don't step on that. Don't step on that. I only got so many left.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not no spring chicken anymore.
Yeah. So she said, desperately, we resent our invites and, where am I at? Oh, and asked people to donate what they could. I mean, seriously, people, was it 1,000? Was it 1,500? Clearly not a lot. So we set up a GoFundMe account, and they got $250.
Which is $249.50 more than what she should have gotten.
I know.
Amazing.
He, the groom, wanted one of those cheap, raggedy, filthy, whore-like Vegas weddings. She wrote, Am I some hooch piece of effing trash? A hooker?
Yeah.
Yes, you are. Yeah. Yeah. See, the way it's supposed to work, you're supposed to get married first, then have the son. Not have the son and then get married. And what am I, some hooch piece of effing trash? Yeah, hoochie. The bride's cousin called out social media and her family members' obsession with Kardashian stuff over the past few years as a cause for her meltdown. So a lot of people were talking like this is a bunch of bull crap. So her cousin posted something on Facebook to back it up. Said, no, this is true chiz. This bitch is crazy, and yeah, she's asking people to give her $1,500.
Okay, first off, is she? I mean, do you know for a fact? I didn't read the story, but is she like a redneck? Where'd this take place at?
They didn't say where it doesn't say where she's from. They wouldn't say that. I guess probably because she would be getting harassed.
Oh, I'm sure.
I only suggested that it's probably a redneck.
Okay.
Because this sounds like redneck shit.
Well, yeah. Yeah. It sounds very redneckish, or because if she came from a wealthy background, she wouldn't be asking for all that money that she's asked. Who in the hell? Why am I going to pay? Okay,
$60,000 for your skank ass.
Cuz and I have both gone to weddings. Cuz has actually been on a wedding. We've actually gone to numerous weddings. I haven't been to any. I mean, I haven't been involved. I've been to weddings, but I'm still single.
Speaking of weddings, can I interrupt real quick?
Okay, go ahead.
Speaking of weddings, Mr. Cuz has has been officially ordained, and I can now
wed people,
reside over weddings.
And that's something. Our own Cuz, the Reverend Cuz, can now officiate wedding ceremonies, bar mitzvahs, circumcisions, which is right up your alley. Can you do baptisms? I wonder if you can. Can you do baptisms?
I think so. Yeah.
Like, would it count though?
Yeah, because as long as I sign the certificate. Yeah.
Oh no, it has nothing to do with signing the certificate. I'm worried about when I pass on, and I'm like heading up there to see St. Peter, and I'm at the pearly gates, and they'll be like, "But St. Peter, I was baptized." I'm like, "By who?" By the Reverend Cuz. Him?
Okay.
I'm just asking.
First of all, you wouldn't be going up. You're going down.
No.
Saint Beelzebub. Second.
What?
Yes. You'd be good.
Okay. I just want to make sure because
it's all about the faith. It's all about the faith in the person, not about the religiousness of the person doing the ceremony.
That's true. And it's like, good. I know that was good. And I just wanted to say the last time we went, and see, this will be actually perfect because the last time we were like swimming or whatever, you held my head underwater for a normally long period of time.
Just till the bubbles stop.
Right. And so this time you could actually say a blessing and it would count as a baptism. So.
Well, I don't know. I
held you under. When we go to the beach next year, you could sit there and say, "Oh,
I'll baptize your ass.
I christened or I baptized the idiot or whatever."
No, we're gonna put you in a diaper and do a sprinkling like a little infant.
Oh. We were gonna do. I could do it. I was gonna do that at Halloween.
Stop. Just don't pee on me. Like that one kid that peed on that Italian thing and he slapped the shit out of the kid. Yeah, that was rude.
That was rude. I didn't. Let me make this right. I don't know if Cuz is in water sports or not. Hint, hint. If for those of you watching know what I mean. But I did not pee on Cuz. I peed on a chair. I thought was a toilet. I didn't pee on him.
What does that got to do with water sports?
Because you don't know the lingo. That's the lingo for.
For that.
Yes.
They call it water sports.
If you read.
See, I didn't know that. And
I know. I didn't know.
Somebody else did.
I don't know where I picked that up from.
You picked it up from somewhere.
So anyway, let's move on to the bride. Let's move on to skank. Because I'm going to... No.
Sicko.
Yes.
I'm turning this off for my battery goes dead.
It's amazing. Okay, well, actually, let me pick back up.
Sicko.
I didn't cuss.
No, but you're perv or something.
Well, that's what... We know that already.
You like golden showers,
what's your point?
Apparently.
I don't... It's water sports. I like golden showers. I also like horse baths. I also like horse
baths.
That's a part of the water sports. I also like horseback riding too. And if those of you should know
not
what
naked.
No, you should know what that is. That's also jargon too. That's okay. That's dating jargon too. So if anybody out there that's looking on classified ads and you see somebody that likes horseback riding, anyhow.
Okay, I'm getting a little scared because you're disturbing of all the stuff that you know.
Going back to our main thought. Going back to my main thought.
What is
after
your
we
thought?
digressed, we kind of bounced around again. I have never. Okay, when you usually go to a wedding, you bring a gift. You know what? Like the, you know, you usually have like the stereotypical toaster,
condoms.
Oof, well, that's for the groom.
Especially if some of the people we've seen get married.
Oh, you got that right.
You don't want them procreating.
Yeah, please don't have kids for a while. Here, make sure you use all these up before you start having kids, and go to Sam's Club and get like a case of Trojans, or BJ's Warehouse or
BJ's. Then you wouldn't need the condoms.
Very good point. Good point, cuz. Can you imagine that? You go to BJ's and you'll be like, do you have bulk condoms? We don't. No, I'm sorry. We don't have bulk condoms here at BJ's.
Did you not see the sign? BJ's.
They have them at Sam's. Well, that's Sam. Sam likes having condoms. We don't.
BJ's don't.
So, but you don't bring. You don't. You bring. You're not supposed to like. It's like paying. I'm paying $1,000 to go to this bitch's wedding. Are you out of your mind, lady? You better have. You better have like gold-plated. You better have a like Gordon Ramsay cooking your meal, delivering it to me, and I better have my own personal like escort for the night
at BJ's.
Right. Here. This lady's she's like insane. She's absolutely batshit insane. And
well, yeah, no, she is, because of the whole thing. She called off the wedding. She
dumped him.
But here, I'm speaking to the
dude. That's true love.
Dude.
Right. That's true
that
love.
Is the best thing that ever happened to you. Because let me tell you what, you do not want to spend not one more minute, or not one more minute. You don't want to spend not 1 minute married to this crazy bitch, because if she goes off at the wedding, let me tell you what, the rest of your life is going to be nothing but crap.
Right.
So,
and
thank your lucky stars, you're a free man.
I'm looking up here at the top, and it says that she saved up $15,000 for a wedding. And you know what you could do?
That's double
with
shift at Walmart.
Oh no, double shift at Walmart and work in the streets and work in the corner of Fifth and.
Maybe she did a little part time at Baby Lee's.
Oh, she did, or is that
Kim Cheese?
Kim Cheese.
She worked days at Baby Lee's and nights at Kim Cheese.
Oh, you do such good job. I give you a raise.
If she did a really good happy ending, she would have had that $60,000.
You got that right.
That's all I'm saying.
But I'm saying $15,000. She saved. We managed to save up nearly $15,000 for a wedding.
It's probably he.
It's
probably he, not we.
That is like amazing. You could have a good wedding, a really good wedding for $15,000. I'm sorry to say, bitch, you need to get a life. And this guy sounds like he's an idiot, unless he was trapped by the power of the P, and we know what that is. But other than that, bam. Other than that, can you imagine? Cuz spending on this kind of money on this stank hoe, they probably need to be divorced in like.
Oh, I guarantee.
I give it no more than 5 years. So you're the dude, and you're sitting back, and you're like. I spent $60,000 on a wedding, and I ain't even married to that bitch anymore.
And you know what?
I want my money back.
This bitch is crazy.
I know. She's batshit nuts.
This bitch is crazy.
All right. I think we need to move on to our... Let's move on to our last topic. I think because we're running real late at time.
What are we looking? Can you see what the time is?
I don't know, but I think we're going... I don't even see... Oh, we're at an hour. Well, I'd say 56 minutes.
Okay, we're good. We'll do this last one, and I think we're good.
Right.
All right. So the last one we're going to do today.
I'll let you pick it.
Okay, we're going to go.
Pick it.
So we were. Okay, we don't know where we were. We think we were in some kind of a redneck.
But where are we now? The little Stone
Age. Well, they go to Virginia.
Yes, Virginia.
We're going to Virginia, where. So schools are back in session, and
thank God.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, it's good for that, but bad for me because you didn't get all the freaking buses.
I know, get stuck behind them.
All right, let me get on a tangent for a second. Back in the day, We used to have freaking bus stops.
Right.
These damn kids, why don't they have bus stops? These damn kids, they pick them up at every freaking driveway.
Right. Well,
in Virginia, because I drive from Maryland to Virginia to work.
Because I can't go over their house. They pick on me when I wait in front of there. They pick on me. I'll go stand in front of the bloody bus stop, you little shit.
Yeah, we had bus stops. These kids get picked up at every freaking driveway. I'm like, what the hell are we doing here?
Right.
Holy crap.
I'm surprised they don't pull up and pick them up like front door service or whatever.
Got that right. Anyway, so we're in Virginia, and apparently there is a school bus stop, right? So this one, they actually had a school bus stop. All these other ones, they don't. I don't know. It's probably it's actually in a neighborhood. So you get all the people, they just come into the street. Anyway, so the bus stop is right in front of this guy's property. Well, apparently, I guess parents don't teach their kids how to respect people's property.
Shocker.
Yeah, shocker. So the problem was that they were like tearing up his stuff. They were like leaving trash everywhere. So he put up a no trespassing sign. Didn't seem to do the job. But again, these kids still have parents taking them to the bus stop and staying with them at the bus stop. So these parents are letting their kids do whatever the hell they want to. I remember when we grew up, you didn't go disrespect somebody's yard.
No.
You didn't go run. You didn't even cross through somebody's yard.
Well, and if you did, you were like running. You were like felt bad. You were running. Because you were like, man, this I don't want. And then you ask, like if they're out, if they're outside, you always ask. I remember when I was in middle school at Walkersville, and I was like we were walking across, and it's like, do you mind if we walk across your yard or whatever? And they were like, oh no problem or whatever. You always asked, and and then you walked across or whatever.
But
not nowadays.
Yeah. So the parents were there, and so they still didn't. So the guy had enough. Which I would have been the same way. I'm like, you know what? Enough of this. Well, I probably would have gone out there I would have gone out with a baseball bat and knocked these parents in the center. Get a hold of your stupid ass kid. Anyway,
I can't beat up your kid, but I'm going to certainly bonk you upside the head.
That's right. And that's what you say to these kids. You get some kids that are acting up and say, look, I can't touch you, but I'll drag your ass home and beat the shit out of your old man.
Right. Or woman. Sorry.
Yeah. Equal opportunity.
Yes.
So what he did was he took what do you call it?
Spit it out. Fence.
Anyway, yeah. So he had I was thinking something else. So he had enough, so he put up a fence, which is, I think that's something I would do, right?
Was it a white picket fence?
No, it was not.
Oh, okay. Well, what kind of fence?
It wasn't a privacy fence.
No. Well, no, it kind of looked kind of funny in the front yard.
It would. Yeah, privacy fence.
Yeah, the front yard.
Funny stuff. So, the kind of fence he put up was an electric fence.
That's awesome.
So he put up electric fence. So he put up electric fence around his property. So that's awesome. So his name is Brian Tucker, and he told the news channel that he's like, they don't respect other people's land. I have to pick up trash every day, and like I said before, he even put up no trespassing signs. That didn't do the trick, and so he put up electric fence. So one man, James Mayfound. Anyway, he says, I touched it and I got a slight shock. It wasn't that great. I understand his concern. I just don't think he understood the neighbors' concern about their kids. One of them could touch it and fall into it and get shot.
No shit.
It's more like probably like when these little fat bastard kids that fall into it look like a big old moth in a
what is bug zappers?
Well, roll up out of you, fat bastard. Okay, first of all,
hey,
it's a battery powered one, so it didn't have that much voltage. So it wasn't like it was like plugged in like they do for livestock.
Yes.
Because livestock, you got to get them a good jolt for them to feel it to go right. They're like, oh, okay.
Oh, I better not go forward.
Right. So it was a battery power one, so it didn't like whack them. So this guy Wayne Milby, a local parent, said, "What? You don't like kids? Me, I'm a parent. I don't want any of our children to get electrocuted. Then keep your little bastards off his freaking lawn, you asshole, or else you wouldn't have put the damn fence up, you piece of shit."
He probably can say that because he probably doesn't have any kids. He probably doesn't even live in the neighborhood or whatever.
Well, he says, "I'm a local parent."
Well, yeah, but he could have been just like
he probably lives across town.
Everybody, yeah, exactly. And do you mind? I don't want any kids getting electrocuted. You see. Come here, Ella, you please get back in the house, and so I can close the gate.
Shut up, you old bat, bitch.
So that's what
Ella, he's always joking.
Yeah, he's always joking. Wait till I get you inside. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Get up, go get. But they close the gate up. You know, they don't have to worry about it. I think it's fantastic.
Oh, I do.
I think it's fantastic.
In fact, I'd probably I'd probably push them.
And as an added note to this, this was actually a story I watched on Channel 5 News. I love watching Channel 5 here locally, WTTG. I love watching it. Anyway, but I watched it, and they showed it on there, and they talked to the guy, and I guess they took him. There was complaints that were filed against him, and the sheriff's department was involved and everything like that. And they said, well, about the legality of it. The only thing he had to do was he had to move the fence back because they said it was a little bit too close to the sidewalk. But they said by law he could have it on his property, the boundary of his property line, and that's what he did. He moved the fence back, and the sheriffs are like, "Hey, it's his property. He can put the fence up. You know, the kids shouldn't be wandering onto his property. If they touch the fence, they do so." And I believe he had signs. He posted signs.
Yep.
I'm sorry to say, but the man could do what. Hey, what else is he going to do? He tried, from what I gather, he tried to talk to these kids, tried to ask them not to come onto his property or whatever, and they just looked at him like he was speaking like another language or whatever, and they still kept doing it anyway. So it's like, if that was my house, I probably would have done the same thing. Actually, I probably would have put in a moat with alligators and crocodiles and stuff. I would have gone old school.
I'd have put some landmines in there.
Oh, bouncing baddies.
See, but he wouldn't have put up the fence if they were respecting his property to begin with. You little bastards.
And then you got this jackass Wayne Milby. My name is Wayne Milby. I'm a prominent member of the community, and my son.
I'm on the city council.
I think it takes a village to raise a child, and most of us know that these are latchkey kids, or whatever, keyhole kids, or shithole kids. some hole kids, and everybody in the community needs to watch out for our youngsters.
Yes.
We can't be everywhere to monitor their behavior. They should be able to do whatever they want to do. But kids will be kids.
What are we going to do if they get on this fence and get stuck?
I'll tell you what.
Well, they get shocked the shit out of them.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll tell you what, Wayne Milby, what they ought to do, I'd go over to the school and like divert like 5 buses right in front of this jackass's house and be like, all right, kids, get off. Have at it. Run through his yard, destroy his grass, the whole 9 yards.
Go pee in the bushes.
See if he doesn't change his tune.
Well,
say. Well, you just say there again, he's probably got a privacy fence up with a gate, gate up or whatever. Mr. Milby, how about you go F yourself?
Yeah, F yourself.
Like I said, the guy, Mr. Tucker, I believe he tried to do everything he could. This was like a last resort. And, this is the thing. It ain't like it's a cattle fence, okay? It's not a cattle fence where, it's like, I'm going to tell you right now.
And I've been hit by one of them bad boys.
You got that right. I peed on one before, and it works. It's true. Okay, I was sitting there.
I wasn't that stupid.
I didn't. Well, when I was younger, I had this thing where it's like, okay, I had to
I'm gonna do something stupid.
Well, yeah, that. I do that now.
Yes,
but
you do.
I had to try it out or whatever.
He still pees on fences.
So I like the feeling. Anyway, I didn't believe it. So I said, don't pee on an electric fence. Why? It'll shock your wee-wee. And I said, no, that's all right. I was like 8 years old maybe. So I sat there and peed on the fence, and sure enough,
I'm gonna start tinkling.
And then it went, and then it was just like, oh, it was a big. It went right up the stream and hit old Wee Willie Winky. Right? No, it was like woo.
Good thing it didn't like flower that sucker.
Good thing I didn't hit puberty yet. Otherwise, it would have burned my hair. There wasn't nothing there to burn. But it works. But I don't. And like you said, Cuz said it. This thing's battery powered. I mean, if you peed on it, it probably wouldn't do anything.
Probably not. Probably just give you a little something.
But
it's not even as bad as touching a wall socket.
Right.
It's DC current.
I've done that too.
I bet you have. That's probably what's wrong with you.
Stuck a screwdriver in there.
Stick it.
I wonder what happened if I stick it in there. I could do a whole show of like stupid things I tried out when I was a kid.
I bet you could.
But we're not here about me. It's not about me. It's about this. It's about this guy in his fence. Okay, not about me. But the only thing I could see, one of the things I could see coming up about this is the kids screwing around with it. They get some, like you said, they get some fat kid and they'll be like with the Snickers bar. They throw it right like on the other side. Hey, Lester, go grab. Look at it. There's that Snickers bar right there. It's calling your name. Go get it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go get this. Or they push somebody into the fence. They're
like,
doing it on purpose or whatever. Next thing you know, Mister, if your fence would have been there, he pushed me into the fence. Well, you should be in my yard anyway, you little rat bastard.
You rat little bastard.
And this guy was a little bit of a redneck too.
Oh, you think?
But it was great. That's
what he ought to do. Like you said, he ought to hang like candy off of
it. Oh, look, there's candy there. This guy must be a pedophile. Look, he's trying to lure kids. No, I'm trying to lure him and shock the shit out of him to keep them away, you dumb bitch.
Well, I can have him be lured. I'm going to get all those off.
No. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, it could actually work both ways. You could sit there and zap pedophiles too, probably. Oh, look, he's waiting. Like you got the guy that's waiting around the bus stop. I'm waiting for the kids. I'm a little hungry. I'm going to grab one of these.
That's when you're sitting in the house and you're like, oh, look, there's that little creepy bastard. And he's like, the pedophile's like reaching. You're like, beard.
Yeah, you can turn up the crank. You can crank up the amperage, the voltage on that one.
Hey, Ethel, crank that generator up. We got a pedophile. We're getting ready to roast his ass.
All right, I got him.
Oh, look, he just lost his hand. Woo! He won't be reaching for that shit no more.
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
All right. So, good for him. Cheers.
Yeah, good for him. And keep your little kids off people's property, for criminity's sakes. Little bastards. Teach your kids some respect, for criminity's sake. Damn.
Respect for, well, that's not going to happen, but.
RESPECT.
Yes. What
the tell him, Aretha.
Yep. You say, girl. Unfortunately, we're in a different era, but all we can do is try and change what's around us.
Yeah.
We can't change the world.
With an electric fence.
Exactly. If every yard would have an electric fence around it, oh, that would be great. I still say put up the. I often thought at my house, I'm not that I have that problem, but put at your house like some concertina wire. I'd put concertina wire.
Damn,
in my
dude!
House. I know.
You'll slice them up to ribbons.
Let them get stuck in there once, and then I can't get out. Hey, those of us in the military know. I remember one time I was coming back. It was pitch black. It was the middle of the night, and I forgot where the damn thing was. And we were being chased. It was like we were doing an exercise or whatever. I was being chased. I was trying to run back to tell the guys that it's like saying I was like, I was like stuck in a spider web, and I got all these damn things, and my uniform was ripping all over the place. Rip. I'm like, you know how much money I spent on this uniform, you dog dick. Dog dick. You know what that was from?
Dog dick?
Yeah.
No.
That was Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, yeah. Dog dick.
You been in my bite. You...
We keep the Modiotis.
They have a innovated a got a baby.
I told you not to call me here. All right.
Last roundup rolling barn grill, still number 1.
Don't skip on the meat.
Yep. Oh, that must be one of them hard shell peppercorns. Drake the soil.
You want to see something funny as hell? Go see,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Part 2
with the late Dennis Hopper.
It's it's pretty gory, but it's comedy, and it's oh my gosh, it's hilarious.
It's great. It's great. So,
all right. One more. Oh,
well, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
What's your thing?
You might be saying the same thing.
You might. You go first.
I want to show something to our.
Oh, I was getting ready to say that.
See,
Jinx, buy me a Coke.
How about that? How about the girl?
One the twin powers.
Look, everybody.
All right, take a look. All right, you got to move your microphone. It's blocking the whole thing. Move it some way, that way. You are like a train wreck.
I know.
All right, so if you look at this, look at the front. Conformity Antidote. ConformityAntidote.com. Mm-hmm. So you see, and we got the logo on the back.
Right.
And the front. You're an idiot.
Right here on my breast.
My
left
what does that
breast.
say?
It says, "Run little snowflakes," which says "ner ner." Oh, run little snowflakes, run. I was like reading back. I'm a little dyslexic. Oh, I knocked my pop over.
You can't read anyway. It's not pop. That's T.
So run snowflakes, run.
Run snowflakes, run. Now,
or you're gonna get melted.
Melted like a little popsicle. So these are our
prototypes.
Prototypes. So what we're probably going to do here the next, maybe in a month or so, we'll look at it. Ooh, especially around Christmas time.
Oh, it'll be a nice holiday gift to put under the tree.
So maybe in November.
Put in the fireplace.
Yes. So maybe in November, we're going to kick up a GoFundMe campaign. Because here's what we need. So what we need is some funding capital. All right. Because we spend all our money on all this stuff. Well, we need some funding capital so we can buy a bunch of these shirts in different sizes, and then we want to be able to sell these on our website, and so they'll look just like that, and they're not going to be that expensive either, to be honest.
For the low price of $19.99, plus if you act now, you get a second one free. Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
That's all those stupid infomercials or whatever.
Just pay it. You buy the first one for $19.95.
Get the second one free.
Second one free, but you gotta pay separate shipping and handling,
which is $19.95.
Exactly. So these are prototypes. So these are the shirts we want to be able to offer if we start. So we're going to start a funding campaign, probably in October. Mm-hmm. 1st of October, we'll do a funding campaign for a month. Mm-hmm. See what we come up with. If we get enough money to, and we don't really need that much money to up front to buy a bunch of T-shirts. And if that goes well, then we'll look to getting coffee mugs as well.
And we also have, you want to buy like bumper stickers?
Oh yeah, the car magnets.
Car magnets.
Car magnets, and those look pretty cool. They're vinyl.
And then we'll have like a gift set where you can actually get the shirt, a coffee mug, and the magnet all together in a gift set, and we'll wrap it up for you.
Yes,
I will, with love. I put bows on things. I like to take a little blue rapier work thing, and I just make it sew and tie it on your box, and I'll mail it off to you.
Yes,
mail it in the mail.
We'll mail it, all right. Yeah. But so that's what we're looking to do.
We're thinking about it. Yep.
So
we could actually do like a eBay page, like an eBay thing, and sell them on eBay. That's something we'll look at. We'll look at different things.
But it's a cool thing. We think it's a cool T-shirt, so we think it'll fly.
And there's only like a handful of people that actually watch this thing or listening. So if you all do it, we'll be together and get shirts and stuff.
We'll be like brothers and sisters.
Yes, and we see each other on the street, and you'll be like, "Hey,
bam,
hey, what's up? Sup? Yo, sup, mother." I would say it, but I don't want to get horned again.
Horned?
Cuz is a little horny today with this horn.
Yes, I am. So
thank God this show's over. Come on, we're missing football. We're missing the Redskins losing.
We got to order some food.
Hopefully they're like 28 nothing to the Cardinals.
Probably should order some Pasquales.
We could do that, or Papa John's.
Papa John's has nothing but pizza.
Yeah, they have other stuff.
They got bullshit
dessert stuff and stuff. Okay,
but you can get the pizza burger.
I know. I like that. You just said that, and I like that in the fries. I'm so fat. I know. I sat there and watched. I don't know if it's me. Geez. I told Cuz I'm very self-conscious, and I watched our first video cast, and I had to turn it off because Cuz told me, he's like, he says you were being very sexy, very sexist on the last podcast. I said, what's wrong with being sexy? He said, no, sexist. So I had to watch it, and I said, oh, I was Jackie and I were having a little. It seemed like it was like a one-off thing with Jackie. But anyway, I looked at the thing, and I was like, boy, that thing, camera does add like 2 pounds to us.
I personally thought we looked wonderful, but that's just me.
Well, it makes me want to have to,
There's nothing wrong with trying to be a little more healthy.
Right. And I will say this. About 3 years ago, I look like I walked out of a concentration camp. So I think it was like I kind of was like, okay, and I kind of went back to the other side. I need to find that happy medium and just stay in shape.
Because when you were much thinner, you did not look good.
I know. It was
like some people just when they get really, really thin, they just don't look good. Well, they don't look right.
Especially our age. When you get older, yeah, you look. Ugh. It's like, man, it's like, wait a minute. There's
like The Walking Dead.
There's a guy with the sickle standing right behind you. Oh, his name is Death, and he came upon us in a pale white horse. His name was Death.
It was the salmon moose.
I'm most dreadfully embarrassed.
Did you buy a can or did you go with fresh?
They were all out of the fresh. I had to go to cans. Well, I think this is a good teaching moment for us all here. Shut up, you Americans. You always talk and say nothing. That's our little ode to Monty Python and the meaning of life.
Yes. Which is not my favorite. It's great.
But what's your favorite? Life of Brian is the best one.
You got to watch it.
Life of Brian, I think Holy Grail, and then Meaning of Life.
Yes. In that order.
Yes, but they were all. I give them all a thumbs up.
Yes,
but as far as the faves, that goes it. Okay,
all right,
we're rambling. So
we are rambling.
Thank you, everybody, for coming back for week 2. And again, if anybody, hopefully I offended more people actually this week.
Yeah, I like to get some hate mail.
I know. So do I. Well, you get the hate mail, and Cuz tells me, he's like, you know what, people hate you, and I'm like. All right, that's great.
I didn't say that.
I know he didn't say that, but thank you for coming again. And we miss Jackie. I apologize to our listeners and viewers, but I know you didn't understand.
Jackie
and I know Jackie and I know each other, so I know some of you all didn't know that. We should have specified that maybe last week. But anyway, thanks for coming. We're gonna miss you. We'll see you next week. Cuz I'll let you take it away.
So God bless. Very important. Very, 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 very important. We're gonna probably do an intro next week.
Oh,
we gotta do an intro because what we need from everybody is we're gonna need you to hit the like button. All right, I think the like button's over there. So you need to hit the like button.
It's right here. Oh.
Here's the like button.
I got a like button.
Stupid. Or you hit my like button.
Woo-hoo! Stay puffed.
It's Pillsbury Doughboy. All right, so hit the like button over here and also hit the subscribe button over here. That way you never miss an episode Conformity Antidote. And also, once we start getting viewers in, we have to keep track of how many we get, because then we could actually start getting money from or through YouTube.
Right.
So,
well, yeah.
Yeah, it may not happen, but you know what? It might.
Dreams do come true.
Yes. So subscribe. That's all I got to say. How you like them apples?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If only they're Granny Smith.
Those are sour.
I know. I love
crab apple. Blah, blah. All right. God bless everybody.
God bless everybody.
And we'll see you all
next week.
Love you.
Ahoy, mateys. Sailors. That's Captain Chesapeake, by the way. All right, go.
Love you. Bye.